Hi, welcome back to Burton's Academy. I'm glad to have you with me today. In this session, I will show you how to upload a bill into Xero manually. So when we're talking about bills, we're talking about the spent items. So that means I have spent something on my account and I want to upload some information into Xero. So instead of just going onto my bank account and saying the who and the what, and that's enough, I want to have more information. So for example, I have a physical receipt. I might have a physical receipt that is like a petrol receipt or a shop receipt, or I might have a PDF document that is also the bill or the receipt. Any of those things are fine. You can screenshot it, take a photo, upload it. There's loads of options to get that receipt into Xero. And I will show you how to do that today. It's really beneficial to have your bills in Xero because then what you can do is know everything is in the same location. It is all within Xero. So if you change laptops or you have damage or lost the physical receipt, you know that everything is in Xero. So you have safe from an accounts perspective. If you don't have the paper copy and an auditor comes knocking, that cost may not be able to be against your business any longer, and you will then potentially have to pay more tax. So this is again why it's really important to have everything in the same location or have it in a safe location. And for me, Xero is my safe location. So what we want to do to create a bill and then attach the receipt to it is we're going to go from the dashboard into business and bills to pay. And firstly, what I need to do is create the bill. So I'm going to go over to the right and click new bill. And then what I could do is if I had it physically in front of me, I can read it quite easily and I can type all this information in. Or alternatively, if you have already uploaded it to your desktop, you could attach the document now and then you can copy the information. And I like to do it this way because if I'm doing multiple invoices at the same time, bills at the same time, then I know this is the bill I have done first rather than mixing the two things up. So what we want to do to attach it is we click this paper icon and then we upload the files. So I'm just going to upload the first one. And then what you can do once it's been uploaded, you can actually open it and see what that receipt is. So again, it means I don't have to open it on a separate page. I have it as my reference over here. So for the actual bill, some of the important information you need to fill in. We need to put the contact. So this is a receipt for McDonald's. So I'm just going to type in McDonald's now. And they are a new contact. So I need to just click on this new contacts button. The date it relates to. So I have actually taken this receipt from online. So we'll just pretend that I've spent some money in McDonald's today. So the date is automatically set at today's date, and the due date you need to fill in. If you don't know when this is, so for example, I've spent something in McDonald's, when am I due to pay them? Well, that's today, I've already paid them, so that's the date you choose. If you think, oh, it's a supplier and they have given me 30 days to pay them, then you put your due date as 30 days time. So it's just for that track to make sure that you don't have any aged debtors or creditors. Again, we can come on to that later on. The reference, if this is an invoice or a bill that has a quote number, then again, you could put the reference in there. But for this particular receipt, it is a McDonald's receipt. So I don't need to put a reference because I'm never going to come back to this and check, have I paid that particular bill? Because I know I already have. Then you need to enter a description. So this is where it's really important. It depends what you've bought. If I have, for example, bought a laptop and a monitor, what I want to do is I want to type in laptop in the first box, and then the box underneath, I will then put monitor because I need to have these two items split within my Xero so that I can record them for depreciation and other things in the future, which again, we'll go into in another video. But as this is just ice creams, I don't need to go into too much detail, and it does specifically say 3 vanilla cone. I don't need to write that if I don't want, because it's not really the end of the world about what it is. It's McDonald's. It's not a big break the bank sort of cost. So for this example, I can just write ice cream. And then the quantity. So if I have bought 3 vanilla ice cream cones, again, I have the option. I could write 3 as the quantity, and then I can put the unit price of each of those 3 so that Xero then calculates how much that total is. I'm going to be lazy though, and I don't again need that information. So I'm going to put the quantity as 1, and the unit price is going to be the total price. So I'm going to just put in the £5.97 for now, and then we'll get back to the different total, because if you haven't already noticed, the total is actually £6.52, but we'll get onto that in a minute. So then what I want to do is enter the account. So again, this is the type of cost that it is. We'll again go into accounts in another video, but for now, I know this is a general expense, so I'm going to just allocate it to general expenses. And again, when it comes to the VAT, we need to consider, what is it? And am I a VAT registered company? As I am not, I need to put no VAT because I cannot claim the VAT back for this. But if I was a VAT registered company, then I will make sure that the VAT matches what the receipt says. So again, I'm just going to change that to no VAT. And then what we can do is we can put the total of the receipt in this box that says total, and that's £6.52. So at this point, if I click approve, you'll see that Xero comes up with an error, and that is because the total doesn't match the item value. And I did that on purpose just to show you the check that's in place. It's really clear there's a difference in the total because there's only one item. But when you have multiple items, that is a really nice check to put in place for yourself. But if I left the total as 0, that check would not have existed, and I would have potentially accidentally loaded a bill with the wrong value. So when it came to reconciling this against my bank account, I would not be able to find this bill to allocate against because it's a different value. So that's again why it's really important to get the right total. So I'll now change that back to £6.52 and click approve. And there you have it. That is your bill uploaded into Xero. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. I'll see you at the next one.